Alright guys, and welcome to Dope Check episode number 72. We're coming at you live just after the Black Ops 7 reveal. A lot's been happening in COD over the last couple of weeks since we last did a show last Monday. Today's Wednesday because we wanted to get the Black Ops 7 in reveal in for you guys, and it's absolute chaos out there right now. We've got drama hidden in the timeline, we've got roster stuff going down, we've got beef between pros and non-pros. It's all going on today, and we've got Black Ops 7. Is the game going to be any good? Which players are going to like it? Which players are going to fall off? We've got an awful lot to cover today, gentlemen. Welcome back, Don. It's good to have you. Good to have you with a beveragino in hand. It's going to be a great show.
Great show on the way, man. Great show on the way, man. I'm glad to be here. I'm just ready to get working, man. Let's do it.
Hell yeah. Trey, you're going through right now the British... It's falling apart. Britain's falling apart. Anyone who lives in Britain knows it's falling apart. Trey's internet ain't working. We're stuck on a Rotterdam server. We can't even get a London server here in Discord. That's how you know.
Oh. We're in an economic crisis. You know, I wouldn't care, all right? But listen, I live in the burbs. All right, I do. I live in the burbs. I would not care, but my 5G sucks. I've got one bar. I get 30 ping. It's ass. All right, listen, we're in a situation right now, economic crisis in the UK. We're trying to move out. We're trying to go somewhere where we're not going to have these internet issues. Mm-hmm. Called up the internet provider today. They said, we don't give a flying fuck if you're offline. You're going to be back up tomorrow night. Now, I don't know about you, but I ain't got time to wait till tomorrow night. But I'm forced to. So, like, I don't know. I played some COD today on the 5G. I'm not going to lie. I loaded it up. I was seeing if I could, you know, run some games. And guess what? It weren't too bad. It weren't too bad. I might be able to get a few ranked games in later. So, we'll see. But the show's back. You know, no one gives a fuck about if I'm playing ranked player or not. They care about what's going on in the world of Call of Duty. Which has been, listen, you know, no, you don't. No, you don't. You just don't. You just don't. All right. No one gives a fuck. All right. No one cares anymore. No one cares. But listen, you know, a lot's been happening in the world of COD. We've got drama with the players again, and it ain't Benjay Nassim this time.
What's happened to Benjay, man? My goat fell off. No drama for the last 7 days.
I think he got scared. I think he got
scared.
Listen, I think he got. If there's anything I know about the pros is. Benjay Nassim. Wait, am I good?
You're good. You're good.
Yeah, you're surviving.
You're fighting a little bit, though. Go ahead.
Listen. It might have just been could have received a text. You know, I might.
Oh yeah, it's taking up all the data.
Yo, chill! Don't text me.
We gotta get our dude.
No, listen. You know, maybe Benjay's had a cease and desist from some pros or something.
No, we good.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Listen, I'm gonna fight my wars today. Don't worry about it. Economic crisis and all that. Benjay, listen, let me just get it out quick. Benjay's fighting battles. He's given up. He's lost the war. He's surrendered. Now we got a new contender, Burrito.
Burrito is hitting the timeline and he's hitting it hard. We've got a lot to cover today. Thanks to PrizePicks supporting the content all season long. No COD anymore, but if you guys want to get involved in some daily fantasy for some other sports and esports, feel free. Hit the link, top line of the description, download the app, use code BreakYourPoint, claim $50 on your first $5 pick. Let's get right into the action. We're going to start with BO7. Why not? The game was revealed yesterday. We got to see quite a lot of it. Obviously, not all multiplayer stuff, but there's quite a lot to say. I think the first thing to say is the map that's on the screen right now, it's Raid. Raid's back. Raid is back. Hijacked is back. And Express is back. I will say, I also saw another tweet that looks very much like Gridlock from Black Ops 4. They've not said anything about that, but it's possible that the BO2 maps are going to come back just called what they were back in the day. There might be some remasters of other maps. I would not be surprised if that is the case. And this is what it looks like. So Raid's pretty spectacular. They've gone for this Japanese theme. Treyarch have cooked up. Have they really cooked up, though? That's the question. Because is the game actually going to be any good? Is it all talk like it usually is? Trey, you looked at some of the gameplay yesterday. Opening thoughts. I'll just play a couple of clips of the stream in the background here of what the early indications are.
I might be a hater. I might be a hater.
You a Battlefield kid now?
No, I'm not a Battlefield kid, but it just didn't look great.
Didn't hit the same.
It did hit the same.
Damn.
It didn't look. I don't know. Like, listen, when I was watching it, I wasn't like, "Whoa, like this is crazy." I was looking at it like, "What the fuck is happening here?" Listen, as long as the maps are cool and everything like that, like I'm blessed. Like it'll be fine. But like, you know,
Wait,
we
I
used to go to
recognise these
war.
iron sights, you know.
See,
This is
I
the
think
OSA,
Trey-
isn't it? From
I don't know if
Ogo?
you're like gonna talk more, but I think that might be like a problem with like once you're a pro or once you've literally played. How many CODs have we played at this point? Like almost 20. That could be it. That's why personally, I didn't even watch it yesterday. I mean, I went on Twitter and I saw a lot of things people said, like no tag sprint, no what else did they say? No tag sprint. There's wall bouncing and stuff like that. I don't like to look too far into the trailer because I'm gonna play the beta. I don't even like to overplay the beta. Like some players like to play the beta 12 hours a day. I like to play the beta. I'll get to max level. I'm off. I'm not finna. What am I finna do? Play pubs the whole entire time? I don't like to like overthink it. So I mean, the fact that there's no tag sprint, I'm already like, shit. This shit automatically better. Like
There
as
is
a
that
player,
sprint, though. There is that sprint.
isn't it? Someone said it's a perk though.
It's a perk, yeah. So
Yeah,
the pros
it
could
is
GA
a
it.
perk.
Pros are just. That's what I'm saying. Hopefully, there's no tag sprint. We do not. Call of Duty is better without tag sprint. I'm not gonna cap.
I agree
Tag
with
sprint
that.
is legitimately awful. So the fact that it's a perk and we can play without it, I love it. I love that we got some old maps. I love that we might be playing with no tag sprint. Like that affects the game so much. Like for example, I'll just use myself as an example, right? But pre-tag sprint Call of Duty, I was a top SMG player.
Damn
Like
right.
I was good with both. Yeah, like that. Like there's people who were like loony. Like there were top SMG players pre-tag sprint. Once tag sprint came out, I had to go to an AR like almost exclusively because I couldn't. That's just not my bag. I'm not slide cancel boom boom boom. That's not my bag. I'm not Shotsy. You know what I'm saying? That's not my bag. When you take tag sprint out the game, it's gonna completely change shit. Like it completely changes a lot. Like that is a huge impact. And it's to me for the better. So I'm just optimistic. Obviously, I'm gonna play. So like I'm just trying to be optimistic, but that's my mindset. Like if we can get rid of tag sprint, and there's no door. They said there's no door busting and all this bullshit. That's automatic. This shit is way better than what we just played.
Sean
BO6
says for
was
the
awful.
20 GBP, lads, BO7's going to be shite. SBMM, absurd skins. Maps would be terrible, but I'll still watch the CDL for the personalities and the Breaking Point crew. What do you think about that?
I fuck with that.
Thanks-
He being
thanks for the-
realistic. I fuck
Thanks
with
for
that.
the 20.
It's a good man right there. He's speaking real. He's speaking real. Now listen, like Black Ops 6, I never gave a chance at the start. All right, I played Black Ops 6 like after December, I think. I didn't even try it. I was SOB and done. I was standing on 10 toes. I was like, I'm not gonna play this game. Fuck it. I hopped on, you know, smoked some friends in some 1v1s, and I was like, you know what, I'll try some rank play. They know the friends who know who I smoked to, you know,
Oh, yeah.
they got blitzed, you know. And I was like, let me try rank play. I didn't like the game, but I still play it because I like COD. So I will obviously I'm going to play it because I love COD. It's just the type of person I am. It doesn't look bad. Don saying like, you know, we got some old maps coming back, you know, it would be great, would be fantastic if, you know, they could make some cool maps. Hopefully with them bringing back Raid and Express and Hijack, they actually take like, you
This
know,
is
some
the Gridlock one,
some
by the way. I'm
inspiration from
just showing the stream. So there was this screenshot. I don't really know what this like thing is, but someone in the chat will know what this robot is I'm looking at. But if you look at the background, like this is quite clearly Gridlock from BO4. You can tell especially by the building in the background. Like they actually did the comparison here. This is Gridlock from BO4. And then this is the screenshot that somebody nabbed from the trailer. So looks like that could be in the game as well. I actually really like Gridlock. I know that Trey at the
That's a good
18-wheeler was a bit of a menace. So I'm just saying that maybe he might be back.
He had that grapple out.
He did.
I remember EG. I remember EG. There was a generational clip. People don't really think it's generational though because it's me, but I think it is. I was just tucking him left, right, center. You know, people don't think we had it back then, Don. But I was on Saw Grapple. I was showing Hugh how to play.
Bro, I'm telling you, like, and then someone in the chat said skill diff
sprint,
with the tech sprint. That's not like you're gonna see. It's a whole different skill without it. Is it not? Can't you argue it both ways that there's a different skill set with tech sprint, there's a different skill set without tech sprint? Like, for example, me and Kim were talking about the other day. Some of these maps that they've made recently, they're shit, right? Whatever you want to say. If there was no tech sprint, they'd probably be better because you get across the map. The maps, like Red Card. I don't think Red Card is a small map, but you can get across that motherfucker in half a second. You can get across Skyline in a COD with no tag sprint. I think Skyline will be a fantastic map. The problem is you can get across Skyline in a half a second because you're moving at fucking light speed. You know what I'm saying? COD plays better when the pace is better. Like it's I understand fast pace. Like I love fast paced games, and I don't want to do no slow camping ass. Oh, we're just camping the whole game. No one's saying that, right? But that's never how competitive was, even in BO2. No one, you couldn't just camp the whole game. Like Scumpy and all the plumber, they weren't just camping the whole map. The pace was more controlled. You would get punished for just dying for free. Now, you should probably just die for free. Just force a play. Just run straight at the hill. Back in the day, you just ran straight at the hill. You're gonna get fucking smoked, literally smoked. Like that kind of goes into what Shroud was saying. We're playing a bare bones ass game. Everyone's just slide canceling, running in a straight line. Slow the pace down a little bit, not too much. We are not saying we gotta camp and not move around the map, but slow the pace down a little bit to where, oh wow, this guy just threw his life away. Damn, he's gonna spawn across the universe. Like that's why Black Ops 2 Hardpoint was the best hardpoint of all time, because if you actually make a mistake, you got penalized for your mistake. People were still dropping 40s. People were still dropping 50s. Mm-hmm. You could drop 50 in Black Ops 2. Though. As long as you can drop 50 and 40, that's cool enough to like, that's a good enough pace. Now, if like even in Infinite Warfare, let's bring up Infinite Warfare. Bro, in Infinite Warfare, you would drop less kills than you would in Black Ops 2. Like literally, even though it was jetpacks and we're wall running in the sky and doing all type of crazy shit, the pace wasn't that crazy. Like a good game of Infinite Warfare, you had like if you had 38 kills, if you had 38 in
on like
IW,
a breakout or something, you were cooking.
You were cooking. Now you could have fucking XNID or whoever had 57. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like you can make the pace controllable and it still be a skill gap. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm
listen to what Shroud has to say, actually, unless you had something to say real quick, Trey. We'll listen to what Shroud has to say.
We'll listen to him. I mean, you guys will listen to him. I'll just pretend.
Yeah, I'll give you the lowdown. This is what Shroud had to say earlier today.
Call of Duty on paper, because of how successful that game is, should be one of the biggest esports in the world. The main reason it's not is because the game lacks depth. It doesn't. There's nothing to it. You just hold mouse 1. Drop shot sometimes, throw a couple lineups with smokes, cool, whatever. A couple nade lineups, that's cool. I like that they have nade lineups.
Moving wide left, I fucking
but
suck.
There's not enough, like, you can't tell the difference between player A and player B. And if you can't tell the difference between player A and player B, your game doesn't have enough depth to be an actual competitive esport. That's my, like, honest take, you know? Like, you need the differences of skill. Like the big differences in skill. You need people to have weaknesses and strengths. But like esports players in Call of Duty, they're just all insane. Every single player in Call of Duty that's at the esports, you know, OpTic, they're all insane. They're just all insane, period.
Sick.
But that's not how it works.
Oh, Dad.
It's not how it's supposed to work anyway.
All right, so Shroud's take is effectively the skill gap in COD isn't what it should be, and there's not enough depth to the game. And you know what? I will suspend my opinion for a little. Okay, I'll give my opinion first. My take is Shroud is kind of, there's some truth in this and some fraudulentness in this, let me say. First of all, I don't think Shroud really watches the CDL to have any idea what's actually going on, because there ain't no nade lineups anymore. The guy hasn't watched competitive COD for a good while. He doesn't really know what's going on in the CDL. Hydra's gameplay does look different to player who shall not be named at the bottom of the league. But he's still cooking. I still think he's cooking. Like, fundamentally, from what makes esports sustainable and interesting, I think he's on the money here. This is also why I'm very much pro specialists coming back into the game. So I'll leave it there for now, Dom.
Obviously, COD has enough depth to be a competitive esport. So he's wrong about that part. COD is a competitive esport. It has enough depth to be a competitive esport. He is right about the part where it could have more depth. We only had look at Ghost S&D. Ghost S&D, if we could replicate that again, not fuck the maps, fuck all the shit. I'm talking about the IQ you had to have with smokes running. What's that one perk that was like cold-blooded?
Oh, okay.
No, the one perk that was like cold-blooded. You would have to put that on incognito. There was a whole meta to the game where that would replicate, okay, this shit has a lot of depth. Like, our S&D now, we're playing team deathmatch. Like, now that is partially because of the maps. The maps are fucking dog shit, and the high time to kill, with a high time to kill and dog shit maps, it turns into team deathmatch. We need better maps, so that's not on the players' fault. The players I'm not blaming the players or like the GAs for anything when I'm saying this. I'm saying the maps need to be better, because the Ghost maps in S&D, or the Ghost S&D maps were great. But just the way the game was set up, maybe they got lucky. I think Black Ops 2 got lucky with Hardpoint. It was the first ever Hardpoint, and it happened to just work out, right? Ghost they just probably got lucky when they made it for S&D. Regardless of the fact, we need to have a search and destroy mode, or just Hardpoint in general, like just the game in general. Black Ops 2 Hardpoint. We have EMPs, we have stuns, we have Semtexes. You have to switch classes based on what the other team is hitting you with. Like, I hopped on Black Ops 2 a couple weeks ago, and people are mad that I'm throwing EMPs. Put on hard. There's a counter to everything. There's literally a counter to everything. You put on hardwire, the EMP doesn't even do a goddamn thing. So now my shit is useless. So then I have to realize, oh shit, my EMPs are useless. Let me put on a stun. You know what I'm saying? There's way less depth in COD compared to what it used to be. So I agree with him on that front. We can throw some goddamn smokes in S&D. We can throw some goddamn, I don't know, if there's a specialist that is like a zoning thing. Like the cluster nade was kind of like a zoning tool. Like I use the cluster nade to just throw the cluster at a door. Sometimes I would obviously use it to get a kill, but if I didn't use it to get a kill, I would just throw it at a door to buy time for myself. Like maybe we could throw Molotovs and shit, even though the COD Molotovs and thermites are kind of fucking cheesy. But I'm just saying there is stuff we can add to the game to add more depth. We don't just have to slide cancel to, like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be that every single time. So I agree with him on that front. And it's like, I always said this, even like from Halo 5, like Kyler, for example, Hook was godlike at Black Ops 6, godlike at AW. Halo 5 had enough of a skill gap to where it would look like you were legitimately way better. Like Hydra, obviously Hydra, let's say, but we're going to talk about Nero later. Shout out to Nero. Hydra is way better than Nero, right? But if you look at both their screens with no gamer tag, Nero probably going to look like Hydra a good amount of times. You know what I'm saying? That's just how COD works. Like, it's very hard to supremely stand out. And Halo 5, Hook stood out way more than he did in Black Ops 6. It's not even close. Go watch Hook in his Halo 5 season.
I think it's the development of the aim assist.
It literally
and the
looks
dynamic
insane what he was doing to
and
people.
all this stuff. Like in CS, you can tell the difference between the guys that have insane aim because there's no aim assist. It's just all raw gunny, right? Whereas in COD, to tell the difference, it's a bit more nuanced. I think Dash actually did a bit of content. He actually watched player POVs without the camera, like without their face cam and without their gamer tag, and try to tell who was who. And he got Pred right, because of the way that Pred plays the game, like the way he runs around. Like that was very AG to him. But it wasn't like, oh, his gunny is like here. Because we don't really have that skill gap in COD, which I think is what Shroud is right about. Because back in Infinite Warfare, for example, there was a big skill gap in just pure aim in that game. Because there was no
That game
assist.
had a skill gap. That game had a skill gap, yes.
What do you think, Trey? Infinite Warfare King, 3 cents.
Every COD before the CDL had skill gap.
Had a bigger one, yeah.
As soon as dynamic aim assist got brought in, the skill gaps drifted off drastically. Bro, go. You think your favorite ARs like of all time were just sat there just beaming left, right, center? Go watch Formal back in a couple games. He was whiffing a few long range shots. Go watch me. Go watch your favorite ARs, Octanes. Nah, I never whiffed, but still, you know what I'm saying? Like, the skill gap is like so low because of the aim assist, and the pros don't help because they GA all they GA everything too. Like right now, it just seems to me like a big old arena shooter that with nothing else, just by gun skill. You know, I saw a pro on Twitter say, "Oh, I'm down to have snipers in if there's a counter." Well, I'm not being funny, but we've had a counter in every year. It's called a fucking smoke grenade. So, like, what do you mean if we had a counter? What other counter do you want? Fucking armored,
another
armor?
sniper on the other team.
That's what we used to do. World War II, bro. They're like World War II, USS Texas. Guess what it was? Just dive around and hope you got a fucking way, or snipe them back. Guess what? The better sniper won all the time. It was usually me. I'm not gonna lie to you. But that's the thing, is that, a lot of people complaining. Yeah, you guys want snipers back. We can have snipers back, but guess what? You're going to get 48 pros crying about being sniped across the map. So, I don't know what you want. But then, everyone loves this whole, like, run, die, slide, cancel. Oh, I made a mistake. It doesn't really matter because I spawn up half a mile away, but I got tack sprint 4 slides left, so I can get there in about 3 seconds.
Bro, just comment on that, because you said everything you said I agree with. Bro, it makes no sense for the whole entire league to complain about that. You guys respectfully are shit. Bro, if I'm playing against, let's say my team, right? No disrespect. Say my team is me, Mochilla, Haggy, and Colt Havoc. Okay? Just random people. And I'm playing against Hydra, Abizi, Kenny, and Scrappy. I want the sniper to be allowed. I want the smoke, the sniper, the thermal, the fucking everything to be allowed, so we have a better chance. We can use our IQ to beat the top players. Let's say Rocker. Let's say last year if Rocker complained about a sniper being a game. Geo, Kenny, Estriel, and Nero, you guys are shit. You guys should be in the GA chat trying to break all the GA. You guys should try to use the shit to enhance the game. Like, that will adding depth to the game will make the game more competitive in a different type of way. And I was just saying random names. Like I said, I've been lit. No disrespect to nobody. I'm just saying, like, you're going up against these talented ass players. Why are y'all feeding in to just 4v4, run around, slide, cancel, gunny only? Why are you playing Hydra gunny only? Why are you playing against Hydra gunny only? Add a fucking smoke grenade, a thermal, something. It adds depth.
This is why I'm in favor of a couple of things. One is specialists being allowed, for sure. I'm looking forward to them being back in this game. I think they add depth for a couple of reasons. There's this, they might be kind of cheesy, but there's a skill gap in using them. Everyone knew that when you were watching Black Ops 4 or Black Ops 3, whatever, like, you were getting ready to see in BO4 Dashi whip out the Tempest. That was like a hype moment. It's like, oh, has Dashi got the Tempest online? Because you know that he's going to potentially make a play with it. Oh, has Karma or Slacked got the Grav Slam ready to go? Because we know that they're one of the better guys at using it. Like, it adds intrigue during the map. Like, if someone goes up 200 to 70, mentally I'm switching off. But if there's specialists in the game, there's always something to go for. There's always like, okay, this guy, they've got the hill open, but there's always something to come. Like, the reason why Valorant is like, it's not great, but it's kind of interesting because all the characters have ultimates. It's like, okay, they lost this round, but this guy's got his ultimate ability for the next round. So then that round's probably going to be interesting. Is he going to use it? Is he not? Like, it layers all these narratives into the gameplay. It's not just about run and die again and again. So specialist is one thing. The other thing I like is Look, you can create this in a couple of ways. Either you balance the game very well, like Black Ops 3, or you actually add some sort of ban and protect. I know Sloss loved ban and protect, because Sloss would go into ban and protect, he would just get the M8 out of there. And yeah, you could ban some cheesy shit. I know we're probably going to talk about ban and protect until the sun goes down, because we always talk about it every so often. But the point is, in my opinion, there's probably some things that shouldn't be bannable. Like, you shouldn't be able to ban dead silence. I think that's just cheese. But I think it's okay to say, all right, this series we're going to ban the M8. We're going to ban the VMP, and we've got to have another gun that we can use. As a pro player, you should be able to use multiple ARs. If they ban one, like Sloss would ban the M8 to use the Man of War because he felt that gave him the better chance against other teams. The top players should be well prepared enough to be able to use those guns. And it adds way more depth to the game. It makes things way more interesting when people aren't just using the same shit all the time. So I think that's my overall opinion, Trey.
Yeah, I mean, like, even the skill gap, and just knowing when you're opposite guy, like when you spawned in, and let's say I'm playing Dashy, he's got a Tempest, I've got a Tempest too. I've got a track when Dashy's got his, so I can tell my teammates, yo, this hill is probably the most important for a Tempest. He hasn't got it yet, so don't be scared. Whereas, like, you could, that's the skill gap. S&D works the exact same way. That's like another skill gap, because you used to get pissed off at your teammates, Don, and I know you to like, oh, why didn't you tell me you had a specialist? Like, you should know that. Like, why have I been fucking grenade launcher? Yeah, like
War Machine was the #1 example, bro. You get it at 1700, switch the flak. He's at 1700. If I have a War Machine, I have to switch to engineer, shoot the fucking trophy so I can use my war. Like, there's a whole nother thought process to the cheese. I know it's technically cheese, but it adds more thoughts. What are players thinking nowadays when they're on the map? Tell me what Nero's thinking on the map. Please tell me what Nero's thinking on the map. He is just thinking, run forward, get in the hill, try to get a kill. That's it. But that's apparently super talented. Like,
from what it looked like, from what I saw halfway after the year, is what's the fanciest way I can die.
Okay. So that's what the players nowadays are thinking about on the map. What the fuck? I'd rather them think about, damn, maybe I could try to throw a smoke here. Like, do something. These motherfuckers ain't think about nothing.
I remember, like, okay, you're playing a game with Specialist, you get to round 3 or 4, and you're like, does their Ruin have overdrive? If he has overdrive, what's he going to do? Is he going to try and make the mid-rush? Is he going to try and hit into bricks on Fringe? Is he going to try and come down mid, heavy on defense on Redwood? So, like, you get these ideas. It's like, okay, he's probably got this Specialist. They're probably going to run this type of a play. And then you can adjust your play based on that. And then if the other team is clueless and they don't know that then you have an edge there, right? So, like, it's just, this is when I actually used to enjoy playing the game, was when there was more, like, you could think more, right? Like, I was never shooting that straight, but I used to try and think about what the other guys are going to do based on specialists and stuff like that, like the way they're going to approach hills. Okay, it's the same with kill streaks, right? Like, this is the reason why kill streaks should be in the game, because there's just a straight up skill gap of, like, okay, he got a Hellstorm, when's he going to use it? Let's make sure that for this hill, we're kind of ready for that. He's probably going to use it now, so make sure you're ready to maybe get to cover or whatever, right? It just adds like a whole nother dimension. And some players just use their streaks really badly anyway, so that's the whole other reason why it should be in the game. So,
I mean, listen, there's a bunch of things you can add to make skill gap better. If you want my take, ban dynamic, and then we'll see who the real fucking shooters are.
Formal did tweet that.
Dynamic should 100% be banned. 1,000,000%.
I promise you, you turn dynamic off, and then you'll see the real shooters.
Dynamic has to be banned. It has to be banned.
I would love to see a year where dynamics banned, and you would see who can actually shoot real straight. Real straight. Give me a note. We don't even need recoil on the guns or anything like that. Like, bro, give me Vanguard, no dynamic. Like, you know how the gunshot in there, bang, done and dusted.
COD would be back. Well, there we go. We covered some good angles there. Let's go on to a bit more talk about weapons. We've got some new weapons, or some old weapons, coming back as new weapons. I'm hearing the M8 is back. I'm hearing the Peacekeeper is back. People remember that one from Black Ops 2.
I like the Peacekeeper. Okay.
Yeah, the Peacekeeper was a cool gun. I'm hearing the PDW is back.
Oh, that's
OG
cool.
gun. And apparently the Rampart as well from
Oh, brother.
Nicky D's Rampart.
Oh, brother.
I don't know if they
There
got
you
the
go.
double FMJ on it though, but
Ah, shit.
yeah, that was the one. It was the one that got you, Don.
Yeah, fuck. I mean, that's really cool that they're bringing these guns back. I mean, the M8 was in BO3, but when was the last time there was an M8? Like, it's been a while, bro.
I mean, in
tripping?
BO4 we had a Swordfish. It was a 4-round burst. but it
Nah,
wasn't
that
an
was
M8.
fucking, that didn't hit the same.
Nah, it was
didn't hit the
BO3,
same.
right?
My
BO3
my
M8A7.
Was
my
it
fear
BO3?
is
It's gotta
my
be,
fear
right?
is done that the M8 and this ain't gonna hit the same either.
Really? Listen, I'm personally one thing because I'm obviously planning to run an AR, but like I'm not the greatest. Like I think I can figure it out, but I'm not naturally the greatest with burst guns or single fire guns. So ideally, the fucking AR for me is a fully auto. But regardless, I mean, if the M8 is like the main meta weapon, I think it's still cool just to like bring back some nostalgia and like things of that nature. I think it'll be fire.
The
Hopefully they
pros
make
moan
the right
about it 'cause
weapons
they
the
say-
good weapon.
Yeah, I agree. They say like, oh, it can kill in one burst. That's cheese. It's like we've never had a 3-round burst gun really since like the M16 and shit because it's difficult to balance it because on the one hand you can just get absolutely melted. Sometimes it can take time. That's why the M8 was such a good gun because it filtered the balance in a way. I will say the M8 in Black Ops 2 was actually just straight up overpowered because the M8 in BO2 was a 3-shot kill at point blank range, which meant that it literally killed quicker, just hip fire than the SMG did. So, but
I
in
don't think it was though.
No, I think it was OP. In BO3, it was well balanced in my opinion. Thanks, Shaw, for
I
the
don't
10
think
as
it
well.
was.
Go on.
Because like, bro, sometimes that motherfucker was taking 3 bursts to kill. Sometimes it was
You was
like,
online.
To be
Trey.
fair, that
You
the
weren't
hit
playing
scan
on LAN, Trey.
was like the hit scan
motherfucker, I was,
different.
motherfucker, I was
The hit
fucking
reg.
14 years old.
That's what I'm saying.
You know,
That's what
man?
I'm saying. Bro, on land, that's like the danger with burst guns. Burst guns actually worked better in those older CODs because we're on fucking 2-bar, 3-bar, we're on Xbox 360. We can barely fucking see. If you transfer that into these games where everything is in 4K, we're on 240 frames, we're on 1 ping, and the weapon is the same, it's finna be 1 burst central. So they're gonna have to find a way to make it balanced. Maybe like make the clip smaller, something. They could find a way. But I do think if you hit a clean burst with all 4 bullets, that it should be a kill. You should be able to get a 1 burst if you hit a clean burst.
It has to be upper chest though.
Oh,
Okay, that's fine.
interesting. I actually kind of like that.
Like if you're like, listen,
Oh, listen, he says he just cocked straight out.
Oh, you just cut out.
We'll see if Trey gets back in a second. Let me. I don't know how I was going to finish the sentence. Okay, I was going to say. Let me just throw it in there. I was going to say Cold War. You remember Cold War, Don? When you actually had to aim for the head because the Krieg. They made it. They made it that it was only a 4-shot if you had 2 headshots stuck in there. So initially it was only 1 headshot you needed for it to be a 4-shot kill, but then they made it 2, which actually meant that like there was a skill gap in aiming, which we rarely see in COD. But if you aim for the head, you actually knew that you were going to kill them a little bit quicker.
Yeah, that's. I like it and I don't, just because I'll like that system better if there's no slide cancel tac sprint. I hate that. I feel like that system is like in Modern Warfare 2 is the same way. Bro, Modern Warfare 2, like the recent one, my last year competing in the CDL, bro, there was days where I got on and I was incinerating. Like I was just getting like you know what I'm saying? Like they're slide canceling, they're snaking. I'm not just on that day aiming for the head, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like that with like the snaking games and all the slide canceling and shit is more of a random system, whereas like Halo, you can't even prone. So I feel like that system is much better. You're just walking around and crouching. You know what I'm saying? I hope they don't rely on that system, but like that is better. That is better than just, oh, it's a 1 burst to the body. You know what I'm saying?
People saying Trey's locked in. Oh, there we go. He's gone. I actually don't have the. I don't have this ready for the one cam only. Okay, we can try it. We'll rock with this. That's fine. It kind of works. Trey will be back in a second. I'm sure. He's the internet's kind of cooked him. Do you see what he said in the other chat? Actually, I didn't see it. Oh, no way. Trey had a power cut as well. So he's getting absolutely run through right now by the UK. Anyway, he'll be back in a second. We'll keep on going. A couple other things, Don. Active camo is back. We had it leaked in everything yesterday. So we're gonna get camo back probably as it might not be a specialist, it might end up being like a field upgrade or something, but it basically comes to be the same thing. That camo is back in the game. Obviously we had it in a couple of titles. Infinite Warfare, it was hard to see. Like, that shit was basically invisible. Black Ops 3, it was counterable. Yeah, I mean, look, it was very cheese, for sure.
Yeah.
But it was, both teams had it, you know. This game, from what I can see, it looks more similar to the Black Ops 3 camo.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I think it's going to be, because, let's say you're playing a 1v1 chow in BO3, you pick your specialist. Most people are picking Heatwave. That was the most OP one. Then after that, probably camo was considered like second best. Maybe kinetic armor, something like that. But camo wasn't
Respawn kinetic.
top
Respawn
dog.
kinetic was the best.
Oh, we're back, baby. We're back.
But for S&D, I'm pretty sure kinetic was hard to get at S&D. Like, it took a long time to get it.
Yeah, that's right. It's good, Trey. What's going on?
Your mic's muted. Muted.
Alhamdulillah, we're back.
Alhamdulillah, we are back.
I'm gonna fucking lose it if it's not the internet. The whole fucking power just goes off.
All right, well, let's keep moving.
Someone goes, yeah, I was cooking. What were you cooking? The internet offline? The fucking power?
I see. Yeah, it was issues downstairs in the kitchen. Interesting.
It's somewhere, mate. I'm gonna fucking lose it. I was on for a generation.
I don't want to interrupt your point. I did butt in and say that in Cold War you sometimes had to aim for the head because of the headshot multiplier, but you're free to give your take.
Listen, I don't know what my take was because I just got aggravated, so I lost all thought process. But if we're talking about headshots, I think, let's talk about headshot multiplier. I think it needs to be in just in case there's those, we're in COD nowadays where there's those crazy ass headies done, you know what I'm saying? We might need some headshot multiplier, absolutely. But none of that cheese headshot multiplier.
We got it. All good. Let's move on.
Next topic.
I had a quick chat about camo. You in favor of camo being a specialist, Trey, or not? You think it's cheese?
Listen, we played Black Ops 3 with camo. Listen, if you've got dog shit eyesight, don't complain about it. Just get better.
Yeah, get better.
Right.
In BO3,
we played camo Black Ops 3. We played camo Black Ops 3. We played camo IW, and IW camo is pretty fucking good, but I could still see it. So either up your fucking up your prescription or just get better.
Yeah, get a new pair of glasses. Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
Better contact lenses. He did the take, Don. He says we got a GA tactical sprint. So just thought I'd throw that in there because you agree on that one. Let's talk about Uplink. So everyone's talking as if this is going to be the third game mode. And I'm assuming they're at least going to try it because we think it's in the game, but we've not got jetpacks. So how are we going to do it, right? People have had their theories. They're like, they're going to build a ramp in front of the portal, like a temporary ramp. You can run up it and dunk it in the portal. Or people are saying, or maybe you put like a couple of walls, temporary walls next to the portal that spawn in Uplink so you could wall bounce off it and get the 2-point throw. Those are both reasonable options. People also say, kind of my opinion is that there should be some sort of like zero gravity zone, although I think this is a bit cheese to be fair, because I was thinking about this today. I like the idea of the low gravity zone, right? Because then if you've got the ball, you can dunk it. And if you're a defender, you can try and jump and intercept a 1-point throw. The issue is if you're a defender, you can just stand in the zero gravity zone and just bounce up and down, like with your gun normally.
I see what you're saying.
Which might be a bit cheese. So I don't really know.
Or maybe you can only get zero gravity when you have the ball in your hand.
Yeah, or if you're like, I don't know. Maybe it's difficult because I think that would be fine. But I want to let the defenders be able to intercept a 1-point throw. Maybe if the ball is in the air, then you're allowed to jump as a defender. I don't know. Some like weird cheese you could do. That's some theories.
Listen,
but what do you think?
This is my take. Okay, my take is that there should be. You know when you saw in the thing that he jumped off one of those triangle things and then jumped to the right, like he jumped off a little wall, jumped to the right. Maybe they should have those. That's like around it, but it's like see through and you can shoot through it, so it's not like pure cheese. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, interesting. I like that.
Yeah.
I don't even care what they do, bro. Just bring back Uplink. Yes, Sirski. Control is horrendous, bro. They could throw TDM on that motherfucker instead of control, and I'd be happy.
Wait, I will say
I ain't gonna
control
lie.
in Black Ops 4 was fire.
They got it right one time.
Yeah, and
They got
you want to know the worst thing is like they got like you said they got lucky, but they made the game mode. So how have you fucked up for the other for Black Ops 6 for Cold War? Like you made the game mode. Like surely you make it good for all fucking things. Like make it make sense.
No, they could.
Sadly,
They
it don't
just
work like
they didn't build like that. Absolutely not. No, control in BF4 was good, but it was just. I think at that point it just became kind of similar to Hardpoint, you know, like because all the specialists were there and the control and like there's I don't know, it wasn't Hardpoint, but it just played. It played quite similarly. The reason why I like Uplink is just because it's very different to the other modes, and it's kind of. The other thing is, right, nobody fucking plays control in pubs, right? Like, nobody plays that shit. People play Hardpoint because they know it's class game mode. People obviously play Search and Destroy, they always will. But nobody's playing control in pubs. Like, nobody does that. And that is a problem, I think, if you're playing a game mode competitively. Like, you want it to be liked. Whereas Uplink, it's good for the casuals, right? It's basketball. You throw the thing in the hoop. Like, it's class. So...
Yeah.
I think that's why I like it, is because it's pretty appealing in general, and it adds a different element to the game. So I'm hoping they cook it up in the right way.
Sam.
Hell yeah.
But
All right.
anything's better than control for me.
All right, that's our thoughts on BO7. Now we got to go through some drama. We've got some roster stuff, we've got some other drama, and we're going to start with everyone's favorite pro. It's Nero. He did a clip August 13th, 1 week ago today. Nero comes out and he says, you know, sure, I'll play it. I'll play the clip. Why not?
I think Warzone pros can compete with CDL players. I do not think so, no. I don't even think it's close, to be honest. Half the Warzone players are failed, like, COD kids that tried to make it and they didn't. But what I would say made it was Rasim, and he's actually good. But the others, like, they're literally failed COD, like, try to go COD. Black was a pro. He was awful. Fucking Apathy was a pro. He was good, but then he retired, obviously, because, like, he wasn't his prime and he was getting Kentucky fried. Blast is actually good. I tip Blast. Only thing he was known for was the Slack Sam and BO4, bro.
Okay, so there we go. We got the Nero take. Now, look, he did kind of back down. He said, I got baited or something. I don't know. Someone in the chat said something. But, like, I don't buy that excuse. He went off on a rampage. He calls out Slacked, being asked as a pro. He didn't really call out Apathy. He just said Apathy was, like, good, but he weren't good enough at the end of his career, which is kind of fair, I guess. I thought it was pretty outrageous, though, that he says that those guys are failed COD kids, and then he throws Blast in there as an example of, a non-failed COD kid. Look, I don't know. All I'm saying, Don, is that if you got some championships, you probably have more right to talk. So then Slack comes out there with a response and says F-tier players talking like they've got chips. The CDL in 2025 has people talking crazy.
Yeah, I feel very different because Josiah was my teammate, and we only teamed for literally one tournament. We're supposed to play for two. We teamed for a long time, but he skipped the first one for his high school graduation. And I seen on Reddit this post, and there was a clip of like Trey and Scraps on the podcast, and they said Josiah had the worst gunny in the league. But I'll leave Trey to that part. But for me, Josiah was my teammate, and on our team, obviously, it's completely different generation of COD. But it was me, Nikki D, Teej, and Slack. And Slack was the second, like he was the second Slayer. Me and him were like the star players on the team. He had a 1.15. You know what I'm saying? Like Josiah had in Ghost, in Black Ops 2, Ghost, and AW was after. He was like a top Slayer. Like he literally was a top Slayer in the game. Then Black Ops 3, he won multiple chips and had very good stats. I don't remember his stats. What was after Black Ops 3? Infinite Warfare.
IW, he was good.
Infinite Warfare, he was really good. World War 2,
He was good.
he was solid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he had
Knocked Rise out of champs.
like, and obviously when the slide canceling and stuff came out, Modern Warfare 19, he obviously wasn't good and things of that nature. But like, bro, like, let's just pick Black Ops 2, right? He won chip, mind you. I'm not even Black Ops 3 IW. He won chips. Let's just pick Black Ops 2. He got second, I think, one of his first events. That's better. His Black Ops 2 season is better than every season Nero's had. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm riding for Josiah because that was my teammate and I fuck with him. Like, he don't talk shit about. Now I'm not saying Josiah's the nicest person ever. He is a slight scumbag to people, you know, or at least the old him. Now he's a father. He's got 2 daughters. He's a, you know what I'm saying, stand up guy. The old Josiah, he a little bit of a douchebag, but at the end of the day, he was a good player. Like he was a top 20 player in the world for like, what is that? He was a top 20 player in the world for all 3 jetpack games. Like, like who, like, name all these people? Like, I mean, not even say all these people. Let's just say Nero, because Nero's the one who brought his name up. And I don't think Nero and I think Nero has potential. When Nero sees this, I think you're good. I think you're very talented, but you were never a top 20 player in the world ever. I don't think, unless someone can show me the season he was top 20. You were never top 20. I don't know if you were ever top 25, but Slack was, regardless of, yes, did he have the greatest gun skill of all time? No. But did he know how to play COD? Yes. Did he know how to win? Yes. Did he work hard? Yes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm taking the chips out of it, really. To take the chips out of it, that's why I chose Black Ops 2, because I don't think he won a chip in Black Ops 2. Just use the numbers. Use the numbers in the eye test. Slack was good. He was really good. Like, I don't know what
you also got to realize too. Like, yeah, I said on the podcast that Jerry had the worst gun skill, but that's because, brother, I was playing the guy.
Yeah,
like,
that's true. That's true. That's also true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, in my opinion, it's so hard to disrespect someone if you've never fucking played them or played against them in a high compete. Like, has Jerry beat me? Yeah, multiple times. Does that mean, does that mean that I'm gonna sit there and say that, like,
yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, end of the day, like, like, I'm not gonna sit there and call Nade Shot ass. I've never played against Nade Shot, you know, so like I can't sit there and say his ass. Yeah, maybe on an eye test I might sit there and be like, damn, Nade, like I know I would shoot better than you, but you know, I'm not gonna sit there and say like, yeah, nah, fuck it, like Nade ain't got no gun skill. The same way like a lot of people can't say that anyone else hasn't got any gun skill if you've never played against them. It just makes no sense. There was also like he also said like it got taken out of context saying it was like a rage bait thing. Like, I'm sick of this rage baiting shit. Like, we're grown ass men. What do you mean we're rage baiting? Like, obviously, like Don's saying, yeah. Well, for like, it's not even 10 times. Like, yeah, cool if it's like rage bait or whatever like that. Yeah, bless, cool. But like, we're grown ass men. Like, what are you rage baiting for? You're not 14 playing Fortnite or Roblox. Like, you know, lock in. Like, I that's just my take on it. I don't know.
Alright, I got some lineman cards for you all, some Slack lineman cards. We'll go through them if you guys wanna see some Slack lineman cards. I've cherry picked them a bit, but I cherry picked some good ones just to make the point, you know. There you go. You got CWL Anaheim trade, not to remind you, but we've got the lineman cards from that event. We've got Octane.
That's not bad.
Octane with the gold. Slack with a 1.17 hardpoint, 1.25 search, 1.03 uplink for a 91 overall rating for the dub. You got to think, right?
bro, he was a good play. Like,
He
What
was
the
good.
fuck?
This is his
Like-
career card. I found this career card for Slack.
bro, he was a great
from like
player, bro.
2019.
Like,
Slack's average placing 4.5, 47 events attended, 211 series wins, 111 series losses, 6 tournament wins. It's a pretty solid resume. It's a pretty solid resume.
bro, he was good. Like, that's sometimes you want to take, because I see what Nero's like thing. Like, Nero's taking the resume out of it. Take the resume out of it. He was a really really good player. Like, holy fuck. Like, the guy is dropping 1.2s, 1 point, like, you know what I'm saying? That's good. Like, I'm not even saying, there's a lot of people that have never done that. And he's won a lot if you add the resume in it. But, like, without the resume, he has plenty of, like, great events. Great events.
No, you're right. And he also called it apathy as well, which is like, you know,
I mean,
kinda like
Apathy's
a-
got 2 world championships. Apathy has one of the highest ceilings in COD history. And my thing is, too, there's certain people, because, like, even I know we're going to get into the burrito thing in a bit, so I'll circle back to, like, my point right here. But, like, there's certain people, chat, and Trey and Rab, like, there's certain people that you just need to leave alone because they're such nice people. They don't do nothing. App, bro, I have never seen anyone beef with App or, like, come at App. I know he, like, did it lightly and said, oh, App, like, he was good, but, like, at the end, he was shit. Like, don't even say that. Like, that's App. Like, that's the nicest motherfucker ever. Like, if you were talking shit about me, okay, that might make more sense because I have a loud mouth at times and I like to express myself, da-da-da. App I have never heard App talk shit. Now, I'm not saying he's never talked shit in his life. Maybe behind closed doors, he talks shit, but I'm saying the way App presents himself, he is literally the nicest person I've ever seen. Like Hook the same way. When they were asking Hook about Sib talking shit about him, Hook's just like, bro, I play the game for me. I don't play the game for you. I don't take it to heart. I don't care. Like me, if I was Kyler, I would be like, Sib, you trash ass bitch. You trash ass motherfucker. What the hell? Don't ever open your mouth towards me again. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, App, like, just leave App alone. No one should ever disrespect App, bro. This guy literally won 2 world championships, won a whole bunch of other events, and he mind his own business.
It also takes a lot to get Apathy to say something like this on Twitter, right?
Oh,
like,
Apathy
would never clap back at anyone. You know?
Bro, find something of App talking shit. No bullshit. I think this is the first time. This is literally the first time, and it was to Nero. What the fuck? Like, this is literally, I've never seen it, bro. I've known App since
He shouldn't even know who Nero is.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they ain't even in the same tax bracket, let alone motherfucking.
Like,
Yeah.
I got a couple like that.
And I love Nero. Like, listen, if it's just rage bait, listen,
No,
if it's
I
just
think he's a
rage bait,
good
cool.
kid
But
too.
like,
mind
man,
you,
like,
App big as hell. I don't know if he's still in the gym, but he was one of the OG motherfuckers. I'm like, bro. I'm like, because I used to mess with Austin. I'm like, Austin, I know you not yelling at App. He'll whoop your fucking ass. He like, yeah, I'm not yelling at App like that. That motherfucking App is pushing weight. I don't know. He's still in the gym. That motherfucker was brawling. That motherfucker was big as hell.
that's why they called him Big Donk.
Yeah, big dog, bro. Yeah. That motherfucking
Yeah.
App will throw Nero into the moon. Literally to the moon. Hey, no one ever
Literally,
talk
bro.
shit to App, bro. Like, I'm telling you.
Yeah, Nero's had his good cards, he's had his bad cards. I think it's also Nero, like he does.
Bro, Nero's
he does
good.
push
He's
a lot.
solid
Yeah, exactly.
player.
He's good. He
He's a
pushes
solid
pace.
player, bro.
He's got a high damage of 10, stuff like that. Gives him good lineman cards. You know,
Nero
but-
is a league
yeah.
level player. He's a solid player. He has potential to be better. It's just motherfuckers just gotta shut up, man. That's just all it is, man. Shut your ass up. That's it.
That was donk before donk. All right, before we'll do the burrito stuff a little later. Before we get there, I want to do a little roundabout on Rostermania. What's been happening? What's going to happen next? Because there's been some developments, but there's not been like that much. You know, like I'm kind of surprised. I thought by now we might have some sort of confirmation. Maybe we might have had some team saying something. Okay, we've got a BZ dropping a contract signed thing on the timeline. That's pretty much all we've got. We've got Insight dropping unrestricted free agent for 2026. So this is pretty big. Look, I'm not saying that it's impossible, but he could go back to Toronto anyway, because we have seen this before. But like, there were rumors that they had a talk with Insight and they were like, okay, we want to move in a different direction. We know they're bringing in Real. That's like a guarantee. They've got Kleenex still going to be there. They've got Real. They've got Joe Deceives +1. We thought it was going to be Insight. Now that looks less likely, although he still could come back, I suppose. But all the other good guys are going to Gentlemates. That's what Ronnie put out the other day. That Envoy, Ghosty, Neptune, and Sib headline Gentlemates New Era. The first thing I want to say about this is the Sib pickup, because we thought that he might be wanting to go to the Falcons. But the article says, maybe it was another article, but basically the article suggested that Sib didn't want to go to Falcons because he was worried that next year they're just going to drop him and get scrap, which I think is kind of logical, but is also pretty interesting, Don.
Yeah. I don't see why Scrap would go to that team personally. When he could potentially join OpTic. I think OpTic is Scrap's #1 destination for sure. But I understand what he's saying. Like, basically, let me go to Gentlemates. This should be a long-term situation. I also get a bigger opportunity to shine. I also get paid a decent amount as well. Ghosty is gonna sit in the hill. Envoy, hopefully Envoy goes back to playing like how I know he can play. Made a little bit more impactful, not just on the objective, but just overall in the slaying department as well. I like this team, honestly. I mean, this team, especially this year, Falcons to me is a long-term team. You know what I'm saying? This team this year is better than the Falcons team. Like, I remember last show, I asked him, like, do y'all think the Falcons are going to make champs? Like, they might not make champs. Like, with their rumored roster, I wouldn't be like, damn, if this team doesn't make champs, blow the whole organization up. Like, nah, I don't think their team is that fantastic. Kismet, Xnid, Cred, and Cell. I don't think that team is guaranteed to make champs at all. So I think this team, on the other hand, is guaranteed to make champs. I think this team is good. The pacing and the roles, everything makes sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Say like regards for what COD, they got 2 ARs, they got 2 subs. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got their Hill Kitten, they got their Slayer. You know what I'm saying? They got their fast SMG, they got their flanker/slow SMG. You know what I'm saying? They got everything about this team makes sense. And regardless of what Gentlemates said about their last roster, this is a good org. Gentlemates is a good organization, and they're trying to win. They're trying to move to the direction of winning a championship in the CDL. So I think Sib did make the best decision.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also scared of that. I'm also scared of that Falcons roster. Not in a good way either.
Yeah, let's have a look at that real quick.
Like, I feel like there's no, like, I don't know. I feel like they had all, like, the power in the world. You pick up Cell, like, you know. If I'm sat there with Cell in my team, I'm thinking, like, oh, I'm on a generational, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good to go.
Big pickup.
Yeah, facts. Like, you know, fucking, I'm good. Like, I've got Cell, Pred, and then I just feel like they fumbled.
I mean, I feel like they tried, but they just got Falcons taxed. I mean, that's what the streets are saying, is that they tried to get Ghosty from Thieves, but Thieves said, no, you got to pay double. So then they sold him to Gentlemates instead. Or it might not have been quite like that, but like, look, Falcons aren't trying to waste money for no reason. If Ghosty's buyout is 100K, and that's what Gentlemates want, but you're going to charge me 150, I ain't going to pay it out of principle. So good luck with that. You can sell him to the other team.
I'm pretty
I mean, for sure there's Falcon
ahead.
tax. For sure. I was going to say, for sure there's Falcon tax. It's just like, I know when I hear I've got like Cell and Pred, I'm thinking, right, shit, like this, get 2 more players at this could win an event, and then
We were thinking
I'm not saying Kiz is bad.
maybe. We're gonna get a BZ.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
I'm not saying Kiz is bad. I'm not saying Kiz is bad, but
No.
Kiz is not
I'm
bad.
just saying like, no, I rate Kiz highly. It's just like I'm also scared of the pacing of the team. I feel like Pred's a slow, methodical player. Cell's a slow player, and you just got X, Nid, and fucking Kiz just going crazy. Like, I feel like that's going to be an issue. It's just one of those ones. Like, it could work out, it might not, and I don't know until like the game comes out and stuff like that. But I think the other teams around them have been built better.
Yeah.
I think the strangest thing about this team. Go on, Don. Then I'll go.
I was gonna say, just to add on to what you guys said, like with the rumored amount that MC got, he got an insane amount. Okay, so it's just like, did y'all overpay him so much to the point where y'all can't pay another top player to join, or if that's not the case, if y'all are gonna pay MC that fucking much, y'all should have tried to get a BZ and maybe Draws or Ken or somebody else as well. You know what I'm saying? Like just to have a chance at winning instantly. Cause what I heard that MC is on, it's an absurd amount, and like they're not gonna win this year.
More than
You know what I'm
Preds?
saying? Like he's getting paid an absurd amount to not even win this year. So it's like you might as well, if you're gonna pay, like it's either why did y'all give him that money? Obviously, I'm not trying to fuck with his bag, but it's like, why did y'all give him that money? Or if you're gonna give him that money, cool. Give some other players the money so y'all have a chance to win. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they're just you're like, they don't want to burn money for no reason, but like in my eyes, them just paying MC that absurd amount, they're burning money because they're not gonna win. Like, I mean, yeah, they got him on the team, they got him to join the team, but I think they could have got him on the team for less. Like, I'm pretty sure he got an absurd amount. So it's like, if you go pay him that much, like get somebody else too to come with him. That's all I'm saying.
You think he's getting paid more than Pred?
Yeah, 100%. I think MC is the highest paid player in the league.
In the history of the league, do you think? Biggest
Probably,
contract ever?
probably.
Oh, that's
He's
crazy.
He's up there. I think MC is getting paid, which I love MC. I think he was the #1 free agent. I think MC is godlike. I'm not trying to say he doesn't deserve the money. I'm trying to say is if I'm the okay, I'm finna get this motherfucker this much, we still finna lose. I'm either gonna wait to give people that much. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not wait another year to give people that much?
Yeah, because
Like,
then you got to
whenever
pay
I
him the
give-
same next year, and you ain't
You gotta
getting
pay
that
him
back
the
in
same
prize money.
You gotta
this
pay
year.
him the same next year, anyways, or at least like around, like, you know what I'm saying, like something. So it just didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how the numbers add up there. Like, Falcons, if they could go and get Scrap or Hydra or whatever, they would go and make that happen. But we know that ain't gonna happen unless they want to drop the Supreme bag. And yeah, maybe that's the play. You either don't drop the bag, or if you're gonna take a big step, you might as well go all the way.
Yeah.
So
That's my point. You go all that way and you don't finish out the roster how you want.
Yes. That me were saying the same thing. Yes.
Because, okay, Sid
Like-
might be concerned that if he goes to this team, he might get dropped for Scrap next year. But if you pay him enough money, he ain't going to care. Like, I know the
But this
Gentlemates
is my
can offer a
thing.
bag. I'm not saying you should offer Sib 600k, but what I'm
But
saying
Rab,
is,
aren't
if
you
want that
confident
player,
in
you
your
can go
own
and get
game?
him.
Aren't you
Yeah, that's
confident in your
also
own
true.
game that you ain't gonna get dropped? Like,
I also, it's
listen,
like, yeah, this
in
kitten
comparison,
mentality,
in
to be
comparison, yeah, Scrap is bigger than Sib. Scrap is more like what's the word? Like sought after. You know.
Yeah.
You know, you want Scrap on your team. If you can't get Shotzi,
fair. We're back.
You're good. Go.
No.
hello.
Hello.
I'm back.
Good, you're
I
good.
hear you. Yeah.
Okay,
You're good
I'm
to go.
good.
Yep. Run it up.
I'm good. Listen, if you can't get Scrap, yeah, you know, if you can't get Shotzi, sorry, you go for Scrap. He's like the next biggest thing, correct?
Yep.
Oh, Hydra.
So, but if I'm Sib, I'm sat there thinking, right, Falcons, I'll get a nice bag for a year, and I think I'm fucking disgusting. I think I'm better than Scrap. Why would I be scared that Scrap's going to take my place? No, instead, it makes it seem like, yeah, Scrap's better than me, guys. He can have my spot next year. He's just going to go over there. He's way better than me. I'll just go over here. Now, listen, I think Sib's Gentlemates team, if the rumored one, is a better team, for sure. I think it's way better. But that's just my thing of, like, if the reason I'm not joining the team is because I think I'm gonna get dropped next year, like, that's poor mentality in my opinion. Like, that's just like,
I think that's fair.
Yeah,
analysis.
That's fair. That's a fair take.
nah, I'm not gonna go chase that girl because she might find a guy that's better than me next year. Like, come on now, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Like, you
fair.
think you're the dog's bollocks, think you're better than everyone, and that's it. Like,
Look,
that's
if
all
you're
that matters.
if you're any player, you're going into that team and being like, well, damn, I got Pred and Cell on my team. I'm about to win that. I'm about to fucking smoke this whole league. And if you have that, but if you do, then they ain't dropping you. You know what I mean? Like, if you believe, I mean, they might still drop you, but like, you could go in there and you could say, well, I'm about to, I mean, Pred, Sib, and Cell, that's a pretty disgusting trio. You could be confident in that trio doing some damage, and if you do enough damage, and Falcons might keep you around. And also, you know, who knows what's going to happen? Scrap might get an OpTic offer,
That's
right?
my thing. Like, put yourself out there as you're the fucking dog's bollocks. None of this shit. Like, bro, how do you think these people play that are actually ass? He's not gonna sit there and be like, nah, I'm not taking that spot, man, because if I get shit on again, I'm not gonna do it. No, you're gonna take the fucking spot. You're gonna make your money and prove you're that guy. Yo, Don. You know, you get a league offer this year, man. You know, you ain't gonna go, nah, man. I ain't playing a year and a half, man. Someone deserves it more. No, fuck that. I'm in there. I'm gunning. Like, I'm the fucking man.
The one thing I'll say, just to shoot Sib some bail, I would just assume, I don't know what he got offered. I would assume that the offers were not that different. If anything, like, they were very similar in money. Now, if the money was $100,000 or $50,000 to $100,000 difference, then he should have joined Falcons. But I think the offers were probably both around the same.
Yeah,
I
which
think
is interesting for two reasons.
I think they weren't. I don't think they were offering Sib the MC. I don't think they were offering him half of what MC got. I'm not a cap.
Yeah, which is understandable, but also, like, if that's your guy that you want to go and get, then you pay him a little bit more to make it happen, right?
Yeah, they could have offered Sib more. Yeah.
Yeah, they could, if they really wanted him, they could have done it. As you're saying, if you're going to offer Cell the super, like, ultra max, then maybe cough up another 50, 75k here. But I also think it's possible that for Sib there were other factors in play. Like, okay, maybe the sources are saying, he didn't want to go because he was scared of Scrap, but it's plausible that he just looks at Gentlemates. Okay, Octane said the other day that he was getting paid 420k or something like that back in Modern Warfare 19, but he was on a dog shit Seattle Surge team that didn't win anything, and he was like, damn, I would have taken half of that money for sure to be on a winning team, or to at least be on a better team. So look, different players are going to have different opinions on that, what type of pay cut they would accept to be on a better roster. Sib might look at the numbers and say, well, Falcons ain't going to be all that. Like, the community, I'm not going to get the love of the, like, the French scene that's supporting the Gentlemates roster. People are excited about that team. There's going to be some positives in that. You could build around that fan base potentially. Like, there's a few factors in play that make the decision kind of difficult, but I can understand why Sib's chosen what he's chosen, especially given that Falcons, at the end of the day, they've still got Xnid there, right?
Yeah, and I just also want to chat. Xnid is more versatile than Sib. Like, it's like, bro, like, I understand Xnid has a fan base. He's the only player representing Saudi now. So I wish him the best. I'm rooting for him. But, like, at the same time, like, let's be realistic, bro. Like, like, I don't think any American players really want to play with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just is what it is.
That could also have costed them getting a good team.
Yeah, like, I don't think that guy is the fucking bee's knees, bro. Like, I'm just trying to keep it 100 now. If he turns into the bee's knees, like I said, I'm rooting for him. I hope he does good, bro. Like, I fuck with AG, I fuck with MC, I fuck with Clay. I was just in Clay's Twitch chat the other day watching him play Elden Ring. Like I don't have nothing against the team. I'm just being realistic. Like the team doesn't look the greatest on paper. They are not a lock to make champs. If they made champs, I would assume they'd be in the 7th or 8th like spot and play fucking OpTic or LAT round 1. That would be like my early predict. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not like a they don't look like, oh, they're finna dominate the year. Like what the fuck?
No, I get that. Shout out Chris, by the way. I think I missed a super chat earlier for the 5 uplink. It's going to go away in 2027. Infinite Warfare back on boots on the ground, or Infinity War boots on the ground. Wouldn't be surprised if, as we've seen before, Infinity War just come along and they take a good year and then they throw it straight in the bin. The other thing about this team is that Kismet is not going to be the sub partner to Pret. He might end up being, but according to the rumors anyway. Let me make sure the boys are actually back on the screen. Here we go. Kiz is going to be on the flex. Now, this is an interesting decision because
everyone just want to be a flex these days.
Everyone want to be a flex. Yeah, they love it. They love it, Trey. Because, look, in
Which
my
is also
head,
bullshit because it's not a flex.
Well, that's true. Flex is a bullshit term, to be fair. The way I look at it is that Kiz and Hydra, everyone knows what a great sub-duo that is. That was. We've got Pred. Is not exactly the same player as Hydra, for sure, but they're both slay-heavy subs who are allergic to the hardpoint. So in terms of similarities, it's pretty strong. So
yeah, it's strong, yeah.
It's pretty strong. So Kiz should, on paper, be a pretty good duo to Pred. And look, he's obviously on the same team as him, so he can still work around him and stuff like that. But apparently he's not going to be the sub-duo. The article says that Xnid's likely to be the sub-duo. Kismet is expected to transition into the flex role, a move Vegas believes will give them more firepower and versatility than many of the remaining ARs in the market. Look, they could change their minds here. At the World Cup, they had Xnid running the flex because they had Tej on the sub with Pred. The rumor was that they put Xnid to the flex in order to see if he could do it, so then they could bring in a superstar SMG. That was the talk. They were going to bring in a heavy-hitting SMG. The rumor was a Beezy. They didn't get a Beezy. They didn't get anyone else. They've ended up with Kismet, and he's going to the flex, and Exon is still on the sub. So it's all a bit confusing, really. But the thing is, if you put Exnid on the flex, you are just kind of saying we're getting rid of him at some point soon. So I kind of get it, but it's not a winning structure, in my opinion, Don.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. Yeah, now that makes me look at the team even worse. I think, especially with now that I'm like thinking about the things we were talking about earlier, the no tag sprint. I feel like that might benefit Kiz. Like, I don't think Kiz is the most immensely talented player of all time, but I think he knows how to play for the win and knows how to make his teammates better. And I feel like him on a sub is very impactful when like he has a good team around him. So like him on the A, like it doesn't make sense, bro. Let's be realistic, bro. Let's be realistic. If they want to win, if they want to have a chance this year to win or get top 3 at champs or the World Cup or whatever, at some point, like y'all could that's the thing. Y'all could keep Xnit as a substitute and let him develop. Let him live out here. Let him play challengers. Let him learn English. You know what I'm saying? Let him improve as a player, and then he might come back next year, and he might be fucking godlike. You know what I'm saying?
He knows English. We just don't know Cell's English.
No, you know what I'm trying to say, Trey. I'm trying to say, like, just overall, just get more used to being out in the States and just living his life, bro. And he could live for free. He don't got no bills. He could just get on and play challenges. Like, let him develop.
I'm saying, like, letting him, yeah, for sure. But I'm saying, like,
I'm not saying he doesn't know a lick of English, but I'm saying, like, just everything and just be more comfortable and, like, work on his comms and everything.
But there's a big difference, though. Like, there's American English, there's English, and then there's Cell's English. And, like, and listen, you've got to be, like, and listen, I love Cell, and everyone knows it's been an issue. Like, it's been spoke about in the flank and everything like that, too. It's been an issue for years. But, like I said, you've all seen that clip of when Cell and him are talking. It ain't good. It ain't good.
Look, I'm docking 50k off Celium's salary, and I'm putting it towards like, comms therapy or whatever, right? Like get him doing some singing, do re mi or whatever. Like let's get those vocal cords nice and stretched. Like I think that's what, if I'm Falcons top brass, that's where I'm putting my money, because I feel like you're getting more value out of that than giving Cel an extra 50k on the end of his contract. That's my take, but I might be biased.
I mean, they also don't need to take away the 50k. They could just pay.
They could also do that. That's also okay. Yeah. They could drop.
I think what Falcons done was. They thought, right, we're the fucking top dogs. We got all this money. We can get anyone we want. And then they realized, shit. We've got all this money. We can't get anyone what the fuck we want. I mean, they can obviously, like, if they offer like a BZ 2 mil, like, you ain't gonna say no. But like, they obviously trying to be realistic about it too.
Yeah, they don't want to like waste money, but they do. The thing is with the Saudis, when they make these decisions, they want to make sure that like they're careful about the decisions they make, I think generally, but when they've decided to do something, they will drop the back if they feel like that's what they want to do. So we'll see where this goes. The other team is that Gentlemates team, the Envoy, Ghosty, Neptune, Sib. A couple ways to look at it, really, because the way that I look at it is, okay, let's just compare it to the Thieves team from this season, because we've still got Envoy and Ghosty there, and we had, Neptune is replacing Hydra on that team, and Sib's replacing Scrap. So it's like, okay, it ain't the same, but I see the vision. I think Envoy in a game with Specialist, I think his value goes up because he's got like big brain. I think you put him on certain specialists, he can get a lot of activity out of it. I think Envoy could be more impactful this year than he was last year. I do have my concerns about like the culture in general. We know that last year Gentlemates as an organization was a bit of a shambles. Like, who's coaching these guys? Rumor is maybe it's Rambo. How much are the top guys at the org getting involved? Because they really shouldn't be getting involved. How are Sib and Ghosty going to get on? Maybe fine, maybe not. I don't know. So, like, you write it down on paper, it seems great. I think in reality, like, this team will have issues that they've got to resolve. If they can resolve them, they can be a serious contender, I think. What are you thinking, Trey?
Yeah. I mean, I said it earlier. I think the team's good. I think it's got the right roles. I think it's got the right pacing. Like I said, I think the owners being involved is fire. I just don't like the way they talk about their team when things aren't going so well. So hopefully they look at themselves differently on that. And if they do want to talk about things like that, at least make it constructive. There's nothing constructive about what they said about their other team. They pretty much just said they're fucking ass. So, end of the day, I like the team. I think it's a good team. I think that's probably one of the best teams we've had out of this Rostermania. Yeah, I'm excited to see him play.
Hell yeah! All right, let's get into some of the drama. So, all right, this is pretty funny. So, this guy Burrito, now he's been around a little while. He makes these. He does the gameplay analysis of some of the pros. I'll say, I've been there. You go back to my channel, back in Black Ops 4. I was probably criticizing Trey and Don Dada. I didn't do it much, to be fair. I didn't do that many gameplay like analysis videos. I used to kind of enjoy doing it. I wasn't really sure I knew exactly what I was yapping about. I remember I went to CWL Anaheim and like Easy Mac was my best friend, or like in the COD scene anyway. I was like, damn, Easy Mac, I get to like meet up with him and everything. And I was backstage. If you remember Anaheim 2019, backstage it was like the green room, and then there was like the pro player room. It was behind some curtains at the back. They had a TV there, and I was like starstruck because I was sitting there, and there was Nate Shot was there.
You saw Trey.
Accuracy was there. Ben J. Nassim was there. Trey was there. Like it was wild.
Trey was there?
Trey,
Yeah,
I think, might have been there. Yeah, Trey might have been there. But I remember watching the big screen, and Easy Mac was talking about the trophies and like where they were getting placed and why this guy was throwing the trophy in this specific spot so it would counter this thing rather than throwing the trophy, because at the time he was an analyst for FaZe, right? So like I was like, damn, I thought I kind of understood COD, and it's not rocket science of a game, but in Black Ops 4 there was a lot of nuance to it. Like there was a lot of things to understand, and like he would be prepping all this nuance about, okay, when are we going to use the specialist, because they're probably going to put their trophy here on this hill, and therefore by this time it's going to run out, and therefore it means we can do this. And there was a load like of other side to the game that I didn't really know at the time. Anyway, I used to do some stuff like that on the channel, but as it turned out in the COD scene, people ain't really here for gameplay breakdowns. They want the drama, you know, and that's fine. It is what it is. But it's still good content. It still definitely has a place in the scene. We did some good videos on the Breaking Point channel back in the day. I remember when Envoy got that Ninja Diffuse. We've done a couple other ones as well, looking at some great COD moments and breaking it down. What was the player thinking in the moment? He saw this guy here, so then he knew he had to turn and kill this guy before he turned back. Stuff like that. It's all kind of interesting. Anyway, Burrito. He does the analysis of the pro players, and then they found a Burrito VOD, and they're cooking him. They're cooking him bad. So, look, obviously you guys are pros. I think from a pro player perspective, there was always going to be this element of like, well, look, that guy didn't play, so he doesn't really know. And I totally get that. Like, if I was a player, I'd feel exactly the same way. And I think in many cases, that's absolutely right. But yeah, I'll leave it there for now. I'll pass it to Don. What do you think about this whole
I'm
drama?
finna yap, so I'm gonna let Trey go first. I'm finna yap.
You good?
Go ahead, Trey.
All right, listen, man. I don't mind when people... Right, for starters, let me start like this. I think some pros are a bit soft, and I think they don't take constructive criticism very well. And that's not even coming from...
True.
That's not coming from analysis. That's not coming from that. That's coming from me, myself, and as having teammates and stuff like that. Even myself, you don't like being told you're wrong, or you don't like being told you made a bad play. So let me get it out there. I think a lot of pros are soft, including myself at the time. Well, I also don't think a pro should take disrespect from someone who... I don't think you need to play at the top level to give your opinion. I really don't. But I think you need to understand the top level to understand what you're saying. And clearly, I feel like Burrito doesn't understand the top level. I will say that. I'm not going to sit there and say, like, I'm not going to disrespect him, because I don't know the guy, and I truly don't give a flying fuck about the guy, to be honest with you. And that's no disrespect. I just say, it's just, I just don't care. But you got to watch out who you're also going for. You're going for Kenny, who is probably one of the smartest players of all time, one of the most winningest CDL players there is. And you got to realize, you know, you might be... Go for Nero. You know, go for someone that makes a lot of mistakes and stuff like that. Go for someone who, like, not even... Like, there's a bunch of players you can go for. That's not, like, you know what I'm saying? I will say, like I said, pros... Constructive criticism, it doesn't flow with them pretty well, and maybe Kenny and Civ could have went around it a little bit different, but then the response is also an issue. You got to understand where you are in the community, and I'm not going to lie to you, like, a lot of guys are just going to take the pro side, and you kind of got to know where you're at. You kind of got to know where you stand in the situation, and I respect the 10 toes, but I can't see it staying around for much longer. I really can't.
I think before I let Don
I
go
can't
on
see it
this,
staying around much longer.
like, I think, look, it's tactical from Mr. Burrito, right? Like, he gets into a bit of drama here. He does his tweet. Here's his long tweet about, you know, having respect for the players and not a complex game to understand and all this. So, I mean, I like this one. Our Burrito tweets out, "I'm here to tell you his name is Burrito and he's not going anywhere." He says this in the third person. It's absolutely generational for this guy.
And then he hits the bio. I click his profile. I hit the bio. It says #1 CDO analysis.
Oh,
Now listen.
I actually
Now listen. Like I said earlier, you've got like I said to Sib, you got to realize you're the top dog. All right, you. But who's ranking? Where's the rankings on top CDO analysis? Because it
Number
ain't
one
Burrito.
drama analysis.
It ain't Burrito.
I also think that he's playing a good game here, right? Like he knows he's caused a bit of friction.
No,
and
no.
he's like, yeah, you know what?
He's playing a terrible game.
Let me capitalize
It's a
on
bad game.
the beef. Do you know what I'm saying? It might not be a good
I
game.
promise you. Rab,
but-
it ain't like you who's already solidified, who like has a little bit of drama, and people are like, nah, tack Rab army.
You don't even follow me. Obviously, I
Good.
don't follow him.
You don't
either.
want
that
that.
hurts you. That hurts you,
Yeah,
right?
you don't.
He doesn't even follow me.
He's a number one in
listen,
his
bro.
little bubble. Number one of the 70 people he follows. Yeah, congrats, kid.
Listen, bro, I'm about to yap, bro, a little bit. Let me get my shit off. So, back in the day, there was this dude called Rondez Fox. If any of the super OGs remember
Hell
him.
yeah.
Y'all remember him? Okay. I don't remember what he said about me, but he said something bad about me, and I didn't like it. And I think it was like, it wasn't like constructive. It was just some bullshit, right? And I confronted him about it. He apologized. He got me on his podcast, and we were cool. Rab, you uploaded something. You were just covering a story. I was upset that you uploaded it. We eventually talked about it for a second. We got over it. We're cool. Okay? Sometimes people are like, people in media, they piss the players off. When you're a player, like Trey said, you do get sensitive. Okay? But with that being said, this guy needs to apologize eventually, in my opinion. But before we get there, this guy DM Kenny I was in a call with Kenny all day yesterday, by the way. So he DM'd Kenny 9 days ago, trying to play Apex with him. Kenny did not respond. I just didn't get to see it, right? Few days later, he makes a 3-hour long stream. I went to go to the rebroadcast and I skimmed through it because I'm not finna sit there and watch him for 3 hours. But I skimmed through it and he had nothing positive to say, nothing but negativity. He called them dumb at one point. He only pulled up series he lost, right? if you're going to break down a player, okay? If you're going to break down a player, let's choose any player. Let's say Simp, Crim 6, and Karma. Let's pull up 3 hours of gameplay of Simp, Crim 6, and Karma, all series they lost. Do you think those players are going to look good? No. Okay, if you're going to break down a player, like, before I know I'm yapping, I show my bias, right? On this show, I root for Kenny to win. I'm rooting for Hook to win. When it comes for me to pick a team to win an event, I picked FaZe half the time. Even though I have no bias to them, I'll say, yeah, damn, I want Kenny to win this series, but he's not finna win. You can show bias and say, hey, maybe you don't like him, but at least try to like balance it out. Maybe if you pick 5 series, pick 3 series he lost and 2 series he won. You know what I'm saying? You don't just, when you break down a player, you don't just only pick, oh, let me go look for the worst series this guy had and see what he was doing. That's just weird. That's just weird at that point, in my opinion. That's completely weird. That makes no sense.
Oh,
Yeah. 2, my other point is like we were just it rubbed me, Kenny, and our boy BP the wrong way because like I know this had nothing to do with y'all, and we're not trying to make it a race, but like you're black, like me and Ken especially, like we always show love to like the other black people in the community. He was just like Neum reached out to Kenny to like start hanging out, and then Kenny instantly, like, he's humble, like we're humble, like that's how I met Kenny. In Advanced Warfare, Kenny was a fucking amateur. I saw, oh, it's another black Call of Duty player, I lend a hand out to him. Like a black person in the Call of Duty scene, we're gonna lend our hand out to you. Like if you DM us, we're humble. Like Kenny's the nicest guy in the world. Like I guarantee, Burrito, if you just weren't being weird and you asked Kenny to do a podcast or do something, Kenny probably would have did it. You know what I'm saying? We see DMs. It's not like we think he's like pro players have egos, Bro, Kenny drives a fucking GTR. He has a fucking $500,000-$600,000. He is a very humble, like, and he acts normal. He holds the door open for people. He will fucking give the shirt off his back for his friends. Like, he is a very humble, nice person. Like, he doesn't like look down on people, right? So just because he didn't answer your DM about fucking Apex Legends, you don't gotta go and make a fucking 3-hour video just only looking at Ken playing like shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'll leave the gameplay and all the other stuff to whatever, right? Because, like, realistically, Ken had a shit year. Sib had a shit year. I'm not finna pull up the VOD and argue, oh, he was wrong about what he said about this Ken or this play that Ken made, or he was wrong about this play that Sid made, whatever, right? With that being said, they both had shit years, okay? I can agree with that. But just because they had shit years doesn't mean they didn't do anything. If you pull up 3 hours of VOD, they didn't do a single good thing. They didn't do a single good thing in 3 hours of VOD. Like, he didn't hold the back. He didn't block a spawn. He didn't fucking win a gunfight in 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it was extremely weird. Like, it was just nothing but pure hatred. Like, pure hatred for no reason. When it's like, why are you doing that to one of your own people? Like, that don't even make, it made literally no sense to us. Like, we're just like, what was the benefit of this? Like, if you asked motherfuckers to do something for you, they probably would have gave you a hand and try to give you a boost that way. Like, it was extremely weird. Like, I just feel like he's weird, personally. He's a geek. He's a nerd. He's a weirdo in a bad way. Just to be nice. That's me saying it in a nice way. You know what other word I would call him, but we can't say those words on this podcast. But he's a geek. He's a weirdo. He's a loser. Okay?
Hey, this guy gotta be trolling, man.
Because it's pure hatred, though. Like, pure hatred. Like, just say 10 bad things, then say 3 good things. You know what I'm saying? That's just like Trey, there's certain people, if you're like breaking down VOD, I heard this about Colt Havoc. I heard Colt Havoc didn't like to watch VOD of series they lost because it was just nothing but negativity. You can learn stuff in VOD when you win. You can go win a match, a game 5 in a match, and still have things to fucking learn from the series. You can learn. Yes, you can learn from what series that you win in. Like, why did you pick every single series Kenny lost? I remember one point. Oh my God, there was one point. This was the most hatred. He was like, I don't even know why he's in the hill. I think he's just trying to get his hardpoint hill time up. Nigga, he's in the hill because he's trying to win the game and get points. He was under the stage on red card, he got like 3 straight kills. He was like, why is he in this hill? Why is he in this hill? I think he's just trying to get his hardpoint time up. What the fuck? Like, that to me was just like, all right, like, you're actually weird. Like, you're actually like a loser, bro. Like, you're actually weird as fuck. Like, I'm just saying, I'm all for toxic content and stuff like that, but just do it. Like, you're not Skip Bayless. Like, you're not Skip Bayless hating on LeBron. First of all, you don't even got the swag of Skip Bayless. You don't got the aura of Skip Bayless, and Skip Bayless has been watching basketball for 50 years. You're not Skip Bayless, nigga. Skip Bayless blindly just hates on LeBron all day and night. No, that's not your bag, nigga. You are a nerd. Like, that's just how I feel. You're a nerd. Like, you're a geek. Respect.
This is my thing, all right? Don't call yourself an analyst if you only point out bad things. Like, that's not an analysis. That's a hater. Like, a good analysis will point out what people did right, what people did wrong. Now, if you're looking for a job, you ain't getting one. Respectfully. Like, it's like a coach, for example. Like, you know, we had Revan, you know. We would go over the things.
Oh.
His cam's not even lagging.
Nah, Trey's mic just cooked. Still good. He's back, Revan. Nah, it's all good. We're testing it real quick. I will say, as a quick aside, while Trey fixes his mic here.
I say one thing while he's fixing it. People in the chat are like, he's getting rage baited. Someone asked me yesterday while I was streaming, why are you arguing with people on Twitch? Y'all got to realize, I love to argue. I love to just yell at people and talk shit. I can't do that in my everyday life no more. Imagine all this toxic energy I have in me. Imagine I go in the bedroom and start arguing with my girl. Now that's an actual problem. I can argue with this motherfucker burrito, black ass motherfucker. I could argue with him and get no consequences. So now I'm enjoying myself. Y'all act like I'm mad. He didn't say nothing to me. I'm here to talk about him on the show. I can't argue with nobody in real life. All my friends, I can't argue with my mom. What's the point of arguing with my mom? I can't argue with Kenny and all my homies. What's the point of arguing with them? I can't argue with my girl because then she gonna whoop my, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get kicked out the crib. Like, I can't argue with nobody. So if an opportunity arises to argue with a stupid motherfucker on the internet, I'm gonna try to take it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. I enjoy it. It's like, damn, I finally get a moment where I could just talk shit. I can't talk shit no more in my everyday life. You know what I'm saying? I be holding this shit in. I be waiting for a moment to talk shit. So it's not me getting, I'm actually angry, nigga. I'm just lit. I'm just vibing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just...
Anyway,
I just keep it at 100. Like...
Anyway, before we, obviously, like, this is probably like, I think this is probably wrap up the show, in it, Rab? Is it getting to that time?
We got another like 20 minutes. But what were you saying, Revan?
Yeah, I'm saying, like, you want like a coach, for example. I don't want my coach to sit there and go, you did this bad, you did this bad, you did this bad. Motherfucker, I had to have done something right. I just played a 12-minute long hard point. What do you mean I've done everything wrong? Like, am I just fucking dog shit? Like, is that what we've come to? That's a genuine consensus of in 12 minutes, an hour and a half long series. I ain't do shit right. This burrito guy makes out like he's won 4 championships and he told Kenny how to win them all.
I do respect Burrito though, because I've looked at this VOD and I can see in the right hand side he's got one of my videos recommended, and I can see that red juicy bar at the bottom, which means you watched it all the way to the end. Hope you dropped a like as well, my guy.
See, now Rab's being biased, so now me and Donna got to really talk about it, because like Rab's being biased, he ain't gonna say nothing because he likes Rab. It's so like cool, whatever like that. But listen, like I said, we'll wrap it up. Pros can't take constructive criticism very well, but if it's just a 4-hour VOD session of him just hating, suck a dick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like that's literally what it is. Yeah.
100%.
It's gotta be a bit. I mean,
watch
like
all the Tim Spears Legion matches.
he might.
Bro, go ahead and do it, bro. Go ahead and watch all my matches. Then after you do that, apologize to Kenny. Maybe send him like couple $100 and he'll give you some kind. Y'all can shoot like a 10-piece content video or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you at the end of the day, this is just not the right approach to do it, bro. This is not the right way to do it. Like, even Skip Bayless, I used to watch First Take and all that shit. OD. Skip Bayless hates LeBron. LeBron can have 47, 13, and 9. He'd be like, LeBron is fucking trash, right? But he'll still be like, LeBron is the greatest driver of the basketball I've ever seen. I really wish he would drive the basketball more. That's like at least that's some, you know what I'm saying? At least that's damn, like, okay, you think LeBron James is the greatest driver of the basketball. This motherfucker the whole time with Ken is just, why is he in that? That was the craziest shit I ever heard. Why is he in the hill? Why are you in the hill? Might be top 3 hatred I ever heard in my life. Why are you in the hill? Why are you in the hill, motherfucker? You trying to get your hard point stats up, your hill time stats up? Why are you in the hill? Like, what?
It's also weird because it's like it's red card under the stage. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there's any place you're gonna like, to say, oh, why are you on hill, motherfucker? I'm under the stage on one of the moneyest hills of all. Yeah. Like, brother, Don, he could have said like P1 on Hacienda. I'd have been like, shit, I'm out that bitch too. I get PTSD. Where the fuck am I? Look, head on a swivel. Motherfucker's complaining because Kenny's under the stage on red card. Yeah, like he's just a. Listen, that is D1 hopping on the sack. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Why are you in the hill?
And listen, he can make it. Listen, he can watch this back or get added about it. Listen, I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Like. Listen, he can hate us all he wants. We ain't here to be liked, respectfully.
Right,
it's just like
he's got to be doing a bit, man. He's got to be doing a bit.
I swear to you, I didn't watch it, but I did click his tweet earlier when I saw the drama, and I saw like 6 paragraphs, and I said, I'm not reading all this, bro.
I'm not reading that, bro. Respectfully. Bro.
Like that's Rab. That's love of the game, bro. Like that's just like insane.
Oh, he clapped back again, actually. Here we go. He's done another clap
Make a video reply. 6 paragraphs? Like, I've not even got it in my thumbs to do that.
Just funny, like on his stream, he's got above his face cam the #1 CDL ESPN analyst. He must be doing a bit. There's no way. He's got a baby emoji, #1 senior analyst in the world. He's got it. It's got to be a bit, man. I respect it though. If
How
he
can
is,
you be number one
he
if
is.
I ain't heard of you?
This is the long game. He's been playing the long game for the last couple of years, waiting for this moment.
Long game.
Yeah, it's the long game. Hope you found two
The long
examples
game.
that were far different from the original situation, tried to make himself right. It's all love, though. This is just content to me. I love debating in gameplays. I could do it all day. He could do it all day, Don. He could do it all day.
Bro,
Oh,
what
he
does
got
it...
that, bro.
Yo,
Just apologize,
yo,
twin. Burrito, apologize, twin, and you can build off this momentum, twin. Just apologize.
Yo, Don, it's always that. Yo, I mean, they always say that. I don't mean it in a bad way. I'm just here showing love. Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, I think I didn't even notice this. He's put Burrito3 Kenny Nil on the live stream.
Listen, he'll play. Listen, Burrito, apologize. He'll play Apex with you, twin. Listen, and matter of fact, I will personally get him to play Apex with you just so I can see if you actually decent. Because mind you, the message he sent this message 9 days ago that made this video. He said, "Let me know if you need a hard carry on Apex Legends." I will literally say, Ken, for the content, you finna play Apex Legends with this motherfucker for 3 hours. Let's see if this motherfucker's not dog shit.
Well, okay,
Please
the challenge
apologize,
is out
twin.
there.
That's it. It's there. You could build off this, twin. Just apologize, twin. That's it.
Could be the start of something big. All right, that's the burrito drama. It was pretty juicy. Got one or two more things I wanted to cover. One of which is this debate between who had the best ever rookie season. Some say it was Trey. Some say it was Don. Others say it was Miracles in Black Ops 2. Some say it was Crim6 in Black Ops 2. Some say it was Simp in BO4. Some say it was Mercury's in Black Ops 6. There's a big debate on it. Trey, your initial thoughts?
Listen, I love Simp with all my heart. I love him to pieces. I do. He's still my COD goat. I love him to absolute pieces. But I'm not gonna lie. Coming into a team that looked like it was fucking dog shit, wasn't gonna do nothing for the rest of the year, and winning back-to-back two of the biggest events of the year, like, he might have it. I'm not gonna lie to you. He might have it.
So Simp's stats were obviously better. Mercury's stats not as good. Simp joined a team that was maybe better. What were we thinking, Don?
It's tough. It's tough. Just the argument is for me is that there was no World Cup. If there was a World Cup, like if the playoffs was a World Cup, like it just depends on if you count the World Cup. Because obviously, like Merc's 2 chips are way better than the. I mean, he has they both have a champs win, so that equals each other. But then Merc has the world. I value the World Cup. I mean, the World Cup's a fucking $150,000, and then Simp. What does Simp get? $50K. Or when look, can you check that real quick or not?
I can find
It's
it.
also not Simp's fault that doesn't exist.
No, that's not Sim's fault. That's not Sim's fault. That's not Sim's fault. It's also like, okay, if we're looking at team success, Merc turned them into a dominant force. I don't think E United, I don't know if I remember correctly, I don't think E United was nearly as dominant as OpTic, but obviously that doesn't necessarily
I mean, they nearly
Simp
lost to Evil
versus Merc.
Geniuses famously, right? Like, if Apathy doesn't waste the slam, they nearly got knocked to losers
Yeah,
by
they
EG.
would've lost.
They nearly lost
Yeah.
the Arsenal hardpoint. They were pretty dominant, but Thieves gave them a decent run for their money. It wasn't an absolute foregone conclusion, that tournament. And not like it was for OpTic in this case. And OpTic did get challenged in the finals. But yeah, and United were definitely the best team there. They'd won the event before. But I think people would say that OpTic's run this champs was more
dominant. Was more dominant. So
yeah.
like, if you base it off prize money, dominance / impact, like you got to give it to Merc. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's it's cheese because like even with Mir they didn't have the world. You know what I'm saying? Like even Mir's like run like his shit. You could also counter. It's just like his chance was at the beginning of the game. You know what I'm saying? So it's just super tough. Like I personally prefer. I think champs at the end of the game makes more sense. Just because it's at the end of the game, beginning of the game, there's a lot of bullshit. Like in Black Ops 2, I don't know if they play with that chance, but they play with dual cap 40, sentry guns, all type of fucking cheesy ass shit, you know? And even Advanced War, like whenever chance was at the beginning of the game, there was a lot of bullshit in the game. So it's like, based on impact and prize money, you got to give it to Merc, bro. But like, based on the numbers, it's tough. It's tough. I mean, they both had amazing.
I think the best way to say it, Simp was probably more dominant, but Merc was more impactful.
Yeah. But it's like impact. What is more important, like impact or not? Like if you look at those just numbers right there, like
yeah, but like
championships,
like,
world
I'm
champion,
saying, like,
better average placement. It's just like damn. You know what I'm saying?
But this is my thing. Like, Shots even go around saying, like, if they didn't get Merc, he was prepared for multiple last places with Skies.
Yeah.
And now they got Merc, and then he's like,
100%. I do think Shotzi's rookie season is severely underrated because it was online. Like, if Shotzi's, I'm gonna be completely honest. If Shotzi's rookie season was on LAN, I might give it to him. But it's just online because Shotzi was literally horse. He was horse at the start of MW. He literally went from horse to the best player in the world. He was the best player in the world in Modern Warfare 19, in my opinion, the whole entire game. Like from after like the first event. Past the first event, he was literally 99 overall. Every time I picked him in 8s or 10s, I guess is what the fuck it was called, I won every time. He literally was the most impactful player I've ever seen in that game, but it was just online, so it's just like whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think there's a couple things. Like, so Simp joined that United team. They had JCap. Look, they made the finals at the start of the year, that game, right? They made the finals of the Vegas event.
Vegas.
They lost to the OpTic guys in the finals. So, look, they were okay. They also had Brian Saint as a coach. Then they dropped him for Vicento. They brought in Simp. And then they went God mode at the end of the game. OpTic this year, they didn't, obviously on LAN they were dog shit. They were #1 seed for Major 1 with Hook. You know, it's a bit cheese, but it is what it is. They did at least at some point look kind of good without Mercury's, but then it was all downhill. I will say, I don't know if it's rose tinted glasses, but Black Ops 4, Simp was doing some shit I'd never seen before. Like, I was tuning into all of his games just to see, like, what is this kid going to do now? Like, is he going to get a triple collateral? Is he going to, like, turn on someone for a quad feed? Like, he was playing the game at just a different level that we'd ever seen. Yeah, from the eye test, Simp wins
from the eye
for
test,
sure.
Simp got it. From the eye test, Simp got it, but he's also a sub. So from a sub, from an elite sub, like, that's what I'm saying. Shotzi's MW19. Someone said Simp over Shotzi M19. Y'all are literally tweaking. But like I'm saying, MW19 eye test Shotzi, I will put him right there with Simp, bro. He was fucking insane. Like both of their eye tests, I'll put them over Merc. But like based on the results, Merc is #1. You know what I'm saying? Like based on what actually happened, he won champs and the World Cup. That's the best results from a rookie ever. That's the best results from a rookie ever. It's just you can't argue. Eye test though, I will go Simp BO4.
Yeah, and then you know Simp. I mean, he won the playoffs. He won champs. Obviously, there was no World Cup back then. Would they have won it if there was one? Who knows? Merc also
made
had his
finals
moments,
at London.
right? Yeah, he made finals in London. That was his first event. So, but I mean, also Merc, right? Like he plays that event with Toronto, comes third, first time of asking. Like he was also doing it all. And he had his highlight moments. Obviously, there's a couple of famous highlights, like the one on Hassy Control. But not as many as Sim was cooking up that season. But also slightly different games, right? Like when we were doing the prep for the BP Awards, I was obviously making those nominee videos, finding clips of players. And I was trying to find a good clip of Scrap this year. Like, Scrap was our MVP. He was the best player of the season. Can you remember a Scrap highlight this year? Like, I couldn't. And when I went to find them, I couldn't find anything either. Like, Scrap had some nice moments. You pop in a 2K, like 2-piece, 3-piece here and there, like play some nice plays. But Scrap was just, he would just deliver the kills. He was just very effective. But he didn't really have any crazy flashy plays. And I think part of that is also the game. Like, if you go back, okay, BO4 Dashi, I mean, there's so many highlights that he had that season with the Maddox or with the Tempest or with the Sniper, whatever it was. Tons of highlights. And part of that is, I think, the game. Like, I also think that Simp's eye test looks better because he was playing BO4, which is a flashy game with snipers and all sorts of shit that you can do, and it just looked better. So I think there's also that to consider as well.
That's a great point.
I think another thing to note is, like, we can talk about how, like, big of an impact, like, Mercury's had with the OpTic boys, and he absolutely fried, whatever, like that. But then, like, obviously he had a slow champs finals too, and I'm not taking it away from him, of course, but, like, he did have a slow champs finals. Simp, I can't remember the last. I don't even know if Simp had a slow series when he first came in. That guy was just a fucking demon from the bat. But, like, I'm not saying that, like, taking that away from anything like that. I'm just saying, like, Merc came in. Even though he had a bad finals, they still came in and won it. So that means he's obviously doing something even just as impactful, even if he's not shooting straight or getting all the plays that, like Simp was a highlight reel. Maybe Mercury's isn't a highlight reel. He's got some good things going for him in some aspects, like the 1v3 against them and this and that. But maybe he's not a highlight reel merchant. He's just a fucking great god player. Yeah. Simp got the eye test where he's got both. That's the same with Hydra. Shotsy. You tune into an OpTic match. You're not tuning in it to see Dash iron boot up. You're trying to look at Shotsy. Why Dolphin dive and piss on some people. There's a few people that like you said about Scrap. Like, Scrap's got a good eye test if you want to watch someone shoot straight and just fucking farm kills. Does he have a few highlight reels here and there? Yeah, but he's not, like, the guy to get your highlight reels like that. Like, he does have some, but there's players that are just authentic at getting highlight reels. Simp, Hydra, Shotsy, even Abeezy at some points. Like, those are the types of players you look at that, like, they're my guys to watch. Like, yeah, Scrap's going to be hard to get a highlight reel. Why? Because he's posted up, laying man down. And that's why he was the player of the year. That's why he was our MVP in the BP awards, because he was just a consistent AR. If it was based on eye test, fuck me, we'd have might well whack Extriel up there. I love watching Extriel play. He's got a great eye test, but, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Some players are just fun to watch, and some players are just good to have on your team. Like, that's literally it. Like,
yeah.
Like, I'm not watching Lamar. Like, I love Lamar. I'm not watching Lamar.
Lamar might have the worst eye test of all time, though.
That's my point, though.
Lamar actually has the worst eye test.
but Don, you're happy he's on your team. But,
yeah, right.
My word, like I remember we were spectating, and one time Don was watching it. We were playing S&D scrims, and we was like,
"Oh,
Lamar, are you gonna fucking, like, double sprint, slide, something? Like, this guy's just fucking butt running, like."
Lamar has legacy, though. The amount of spots on maps named after Lamar.
Yeah, no, facts. Lamar Heady, Lamar Tank, Lamar this, Lamar that. Like, yeah, because the motherfucker don't move. It's not a good eye test. He just sits there.
Yeah. He got no swag getting to the spot either. It'd be
nah. It's just
he waddles, bro. He waddles to the spot.
Brother. It's a beeline too. There ain't no fancy route to get there. It's a beeline. If he dies on the way there, he dies on the way there. Guess what? Beeline straight back. Cool. What's in front of me? 4 enemies? Cool. Beeline.
It's a good debate. Thanks, chat, for joining in the debate. I think that's about going to do it for today. So, absolute pleasure, gentlemen. Good to have you on board. Glad the internet held up, Trey. Just about. Not ideal, but we got there. We made it work. The power.
The internet held up more than the power.
No, you're right about that. Yeah, the power that halfway through the show. It's what it's like on Dope Check,
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna go somewhere, but I thought, fuck it. Like, if the 5G holds up, we should be good. Like, what am I sat? I'm sat at 71 ping. I'm like in the East Coast right now. You know, it's blessed. It's calm.
Was to get on a flight unless you had your little trip away in a couple of days anyway.
Yeah, I go to Italy in a few days. I do.
Hell
I
yeah.
do. Gonna go eat some pasta, get blackout drunk on some vino.
Okay.
Yeah, Don, I need you to
I'm gonna
show
go
the
let-
stream now. We're closing out the show. What have we been drinking?
Yeah,
What's
what's
the
the trio?
thought process behind the the calorie count?
Oh wait, what you mean? Like,
Well, the stream
He
want to
went-
know
he
what
went-
you've
he
been
went to
getting
show,
lit
like,
on.
the free drink.
It was a
Yeah.
generational
oh,
show.
oh. Where the fuck is the thing? I don't know where the fuck the bottle went, but it's just simple.
no.
Damn. It's just simple Bacardi. I might have put it in the fridge. I can't remember. Just simple Bacardi, some Diet Coke. I had a protein shake. Let me see the calories for today.
The protein shake, like, does that digest well? You got to think protein shake and alcohol.
Listen,
is
so all right, so
like,
here's the
you know
thing.
what I'm
So here's the
saying?
thing. So here's the thing, right? I'm drinking a little bit today, right? Obviously, if you drink today, I didn't go to the gym. Today's my off day.
okay.
I've been 9 straight days.
Damn.
I'm starting to get my left elbow is very tight. It's tight right now. I'm starting to get like, you need to sit your ass down.
I'm gonna get
You know
a
what I'm saying?
massage on that shit, little sports massage.
Yeah, I need to sit in the fucking crib today. So, I've been spamming the keto bread with
Ooh.
the tuna sandwiches.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got you want to get your protein high before you drink. And then if you drink, you want to track it and not go over like a certain amount. So I just track everything. Like, even if, like, last week I went over my calories a couple times. I was at 2,400, 2,500, which is not good. I'm supposed to be at 19. But like, I'm still going to stay true to track it. I'm literally tracking everything. Everything is tracked, bro. So
You're still probably in a deficit at that.
I'm still in the
potentially,
deficit,
anyway.
yes.
Yeah.
Still in the deficit, but yeah, I got the motherfucking Diet Coke. I got the Bacardi. I'm finna play Liza P. We just started the Liza P playthrough yesterday. And yeah, I'm finna just vibe out today. Good. I gotta build. Everyone's on my ass about the room. Listen, I bought see the TV? TV on the wall. TV gotta get hung up soon. And I gotta build. So by next show, if we have another show Monday or like a week or two from now, the couch will be built. Okay. I gotta build the couch. I've been putting it off, but I gotta build this fucking couch by myself. I don't feel like doing that shit. So I gotta build the goddamn couch. That's another thing I gotta do in the next couple of days. But that's all I got going on, man. Bye.
It's good life, Don.
That's cool. That's a great life. Yeah, we got some fire ass lives. You know. Maybe Burrito could learn a thing or two.
Ooh. Oh. He's gonna love this, you know. He's gonna think, damn, he's living rent free.
Oh, I'm back. I'm so back. I'm back.
Number one analyst.
Oh wow, what a show!
What
He's
a
generation.
show.
I enjoy it. I mean, listen, I can do a show Monday if there's stuff to talk
Oh
about.
shit, true. Yeah, it depends. If we get loads of like roster news and there's big drama happening, then yeah, we'll run a show. But it will be a little bit more ad hoc over the next couple of months, depending on what happens. Because like I'm not complaining the Rostermania is taking this long, but it's definitely interesting because we still have no
Yeah.
idea what half the league is going to be. Like it's going to take until these top teams get locked down before we even start to talk about what the fuck Ravens are going to do, respectfully. So. You know, not like anyone's going to care when we're mid-October talking about what Ravens'
I am not
team is.
hopping on to do a show to talk about what
Emergency
Ravens roster is
dope
gonna
check.
be.
Ravens have just picked up
The Ravens have picked up.
Tej. Yeah, we ain't doing an emergency show for that, but you know we will obviously be staying tuned and talking about it. Trey's going to be on a different time zone next Monday, so it's pretty exciting.
Maybe. I am due to come back. Like, I'm only away for like 4 days.
Oh shit, yeah.
So
true.
I am due to come back, but if I enjoy it a little bit too much, you know me, like little month Airbnb type shit. You know what I'm saying?
type shit. What's going on with GTA? Is that a thing?
Zoomer and Z rug pulled the server.
Okay,
Yeah, they scammed us. We've been rug pulled.
it's crazy.
They scammed us.
Them are
Crazy.
Nah. On a real, just for, you know, so they don't think I'm being serious. Basically, they made the new server, paid the devs 120k, and got scammed themselves.
Damn.
It's tough.
It is.
It's tough.
It is. It is.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, absolute pleasure. Banger show. Hope you all enjoyed. Trey, do you want to do the sign off? Do you want to give? You can have the honors if
it's
you
my
want.
gimmick now. It's my
It is your
thing.
gimmick,
I feel
yeah.
like I do get paid like $2 extra to do it too. So like,
Yeah, a
it's
little
cool.
bonus.
Yeah, bonus outro. Listen, appreciate all you showing up to a midweek Wednesday night dope check. It's been a pleasure, absolute serious one. We had Don off the Bacardi, Rab off the water, and me off a Ribena. So you know it was a good one, absolutely. We should once more Roster news and some drama happens. You know we'll be back. We'll be back in action. Until then, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow all of our Twitters, go join the Generational Hate Club on Twitter too. Make sure you subscribe, go listen on Spotify. You know, there's a lot of stuff you can do to catch up with us. Just don't DM us because we ain't replying. We're not like that, respectfully.
Like Kenny.
Yeah, no, we ain't like Kenny. We got egos over here. Anyway, we appreciate you all tuning in on this midweek dope check. I hope you guys enjoy your day, night, wherever you're living. For myself, Tactical Rab, Donny Temp, we'll see you guys whenever the next dope check episode is. Absolutely.
Take care.